horsepower challenge. So we're in November and we've got a very busy month ahead. As I mentioned, we've got 6 fields to harvest, and we've also got the grass field here to get mowed. Not to mention, we have 2 new fields here, and we have 2 new fields on these 2 plots here. So I have sectioned this off. So we've got one sort of smaller plot here, which I'm planning on putting horses on. I've been asked by my daughters to have horses on the farm, so that's what I'm going to do. So yeah, I've sectioned that little bit off, and then we've got 2 fairly equal sized fields here. The reason I've done 2 is we've just got so many fields, and as I'm finding out now, having 6 fields to harvest at once, plus all the prep work, these are ploughed but nothing else, so these 4 need liming, seeding, rolling. This one here is limed, so it needs seeding and rolling. And then once these 6 are harvested, we've got to get all the straw and then completely prep them as well, plus fertilizing and liming this one, the grass field. These 2 here are root crops, so they're going to need ploughing as well. They're going to take a while to harvest. So yeah, all of this is going to be split over 2, possibly 3 episodes. I'm not sure how I'm going to go about doing it yet. I will give a warning now, there might be quite a few time lapses in the next couple of episodes. But we'll see how we get on. So to start with, I'm just going to get this one on a worker. That was a good start. Let's try that again. There we go. So that's our first one on his way. Everyone's at their starting position, so we've got the trailer ready for the corn. And we've got the harvester and trailer over here for the soybeans. So again, this one's just going to go off on a course play course. And then we're going to get on with the corn. So hopefully he should unload into the trailer. Yeah, that's activated. Nice bit of straw off there. Yeah, so I have paused time at the moment. So we'll get that going again in a minute. In fact, we'll do that now. So we'll put it at ×1 for now. The reason being, I'm going to set most things to selling, automatic selling, just for a couple of, well, this month, possibly next month, just because of how much we've got to do. So we'll set most things to selling, for now. Got loads of grass, silage, TMR. We do need to give the cows a bit of TMR. Biogas is full of electric charge, but I have topped up the slurry, manure and straw. The dovecote, we don't need it anymore. We don't need to be producing manure. We have plenty of manure from the cows, and we've got the BGA for the straw. So, I'm not going to do anything with it. I'll just leave it there. It can be a decoration type thing. Grapes and olives that I mentioned in the last episode, I brought them over to the old mill. It's the new mill, but it's called the old mill. So that's processed all of those. There was around 75,000 litres of each. So we now have 93,000 litres of grape juice and 82 of olive oil. So we'll set those to selling for now. All the wood stuff can be set to selling. And potato soup as well. So the corn, we're going to add to it. The best selling price for that is January, I think it is. So we'll leave it in there until then. We may need to take it out of there and put it in the silo at the top near the BGA, just because of the capacity. But we can sort that out. They're all right. Open air gardens are all good. So Omatana has updated the open air gardens, and you can now get the bigger ones. So I was thinking of swapping them out for the bigger ones, but there's no point really. I mean, if you look there, the sunflowers and olives, there's loads of them being produced. So yeah, we'll just leave them as they are. The clothes are already spawning, so I'm not going to set them to selling, and the same with the sunflower and olive oil at the old grey mill. They're spawning, so we'll collect those at some point. And the meat, I'm going to collect that myself, just so that we can have a look at it. So 25 pigs went in. Strangely, it's saying there's one pig in there, but it's not processing anymore, I don't think. Oh no, it might do. So 25 pigs, sorry, gives us 50,000 litres of meat. So there should be 50 pallets spawned from that. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, the animals, they're okay for now. We do need to do some topping up, but yeah, so let's get on with our corn harvest. So we've got the corn header. Got the trailer at the side of the field. Yeah, so there's going to be, I would say, about the same amount of corn from this field as there was in the last one. So that is going to take the capacity over. So I just need to sort this header out. Okay, that should. Yeah, there we go. All right. So I'm going to go by the cruise control because we've got the tool height for headers mod. Just to make this header work properly. So I think I will put this into a time lapse. So we're probably going to get a big payment at when it rolls over to 10 o'clock. So I think what I might do actually is pause the time just so that we can see that when it comes in, because I don't want to be in the middle of a time lapse and the money come in. I want to see how much we make. I'm guessing it's going to be quite a lot, to be honest, with all the products that we've got to sell. Time saving stock check is telling me that we've got altogether in products we have £3.5 million worth, but that does include things like digestate, the manure, straw, everything basically. So end products, as I call them, the stuff from the productions, there is probably a good million, maybe, could possibly be more. So yeah, we are doing quite well. The productions are now starting to really bring in the money and pay for themselves, really. So this is going very well. Now we're at 100%. So I'm going to try and turn around, get back to the harvest, to the trailer. Not too sure that's going to be possible without destroying some crop. There we go. 4-point turn. So yeah, this is yielding very well. Haven't as you can see on the mini map, when we come around this corner, this whole row headland is dark green, so that is very good yield. So we are going to get a lot of corn. Yeah, as I say, I'll put this into a time lapse and get it done.
Well, maybe it was fate when you walked in the door. I could have sworn I've seen your face before. So glad that you said hi, 'cause I was way too shy. What would have happened if you just had passed me by the night? We keep on drinking, keep on wishing for someone out there to hold. All those little moments
3 fields out of 7 all harvested. I think it was just over 60,000 litres of corn and just over 25,000 litres of soybeans. So the soybeans we just put in the silo at the chicken barn pen, and the corn, I transferred some of the dried corn to make room for the next load. So the dried corn I've put in the chicken pen silo, and I think the corn dryer has gone through pretty much everything we put in it, so that's full again now. So we just need to transfer some of that back over. So any second now we should get quite a big payment from all the goods that are selling. And there we go. Yep. Just over, it's about 800,000 for all that. As I say, it just makes it a little bit quicker, especially the next month or two when we've got so much to do. So I'm going to put the time back down to ×1 now. So yeah, I'm going to get all this straw picked up, get all the grass picked up, and then we can re-prep all these fields. Right, picked up all the straw, all the grass. That's all in the places that it needs to be. So the grass is in the production building, and straw in a few different places. We've topped the cow barn up. We've put some into the silo at the BGA. I topped the cows up as well, and with TMR, and topped the sheep up with grass. I also topped at the BGA with slurry and manure and the straw, so that's all running. So now we need to get these fields limed. So we've got these 2 big fields here, and we've got 2 over there as well. We also need to mulch 1 field over there. So in fact we'll get those on their way now actually. Yeah, so we've got this one to mulch. Let's get that going. And then the cornfield needs ploughing, so we'll get him going. Excellent. Right, so then these 2 fields will need liming as well when we're done. I've bought 160,000 litres of lime, so they are on the flatbed trailer. I've filled up the spreader, so we'll get going on that in a minute. But first of all, I want to place the horse barn stables. So it's this one here. This is a Missy B one. That's the Rudolph Herman Equestrian Pack, which is an L-shaped barn. So the barn is going to go just down here. So this will hold 8 horses, but we're going to be having 5. And the reason for that is I have 5 children, and it's the girls that wanted me to get horses on the farm. So I'm going to get some. So I'm going to get one for each of my children. I've already asked them names and what horses they want. This is an outdoor training area, part of the pack as well. So I'm going to place this. I'm going to place it this way. Where's the gate? Gates at that end. This is going to go down here. Like that. So we'll do a bit of painting, landscaping, etc. So let's go over and buy the horses. Turn the triggers off in a minute. I just needed them on for finding out where we need to be placing this barn stable. Right, so let me just get the list up. So I'm going to do 4 at the moment, and then the 5th one I will find out next weekend when my other son is here. He can choose what he wants. So the first one is going to be a grey foal. So that's this one. Then we want a brown foal. Now the names is where it gets interesting, which you'll see shortly. Then we want a fully grown grey. Female. And then a fully grown black male. This one. So is that one? Yeah. Excellent. Right, so now we can rename them. So Rudolph is now going to be so what's that? The grey baby. So this is going to be called Emily for some reason. Where's my mouse gone? There we go. That'll be easier. So this one is this is the brown, isn't it? Brown baby. So this one is going to be called Elvis. Oh, while recording the time lapse that you're just about to see, I've had to come back because I realised when I had a look at sometimes I'll sort of edit the video as I'm going along. So while I was entering the horses' names, I got to Elvis, the second horse, and of course S is the last letter of Elvis. But S is also my keybind to stop recording. R is to record, and S is to stop. So I don't have a all I play with is keyboard, mouse, and Xbox controller. So yeah, my recording stuff, my setup is very basic for editing, recording, and everything else. So as I say, my keybinds for recording and to stop recording are R and S. Normally I don't type anything while I'm recording, so it doesn't affect it, but I didn't think when I was typing Elvis that would stop the recording. So yeah, the rest of what I recorded you won't actually see because it didn't record. So the 4 horses we have, if I go into the menu, so we have Emily, Elvis, Sky. So Sky is my stepdaughter's. She had a hamster. Unfortunately, it passed away. So it was called Sky. So yeah, that's why she's chosen Sky for her horse. And Hades is my eldest son. That's what he wanted to call his. So that's what we've got. And then next weekend when I have my other little boy, I'll get him to choose his horse as well. So yeah, we fed them, so we've put oats in there, but 25,000 litres. Well, I nearly filled it up, and then I realised that they need hay as well, so I have actually just bought a hay bale and put it there. That will slowly feed in, and we've put some straw in. I've had to get a bucket for the telehandler, and I had to drop 3,500 litres of loose straw down here, pick it up in the bucket because the doorways are too small to get the trailer in. So we've tipped the straw in there. So yeah, they are good to go. So I shouldn't have to do anything with them now because, as I say, I've got the Horseman mod on, which should take care of the riding and the fitness, and then we'll pay a fee for that each day. I think it's £50 per horse per month. But yeah, we just wait. I mean, we can still ride them and clean them if needed, but it just makes it a little bit easier with all the stuff we've got going on. So there we go, that's our 4 horses. So now you are about to see the time lapse of all the liming, which, yeah, a bit back to front, but hopefully it will make sense in the video. Hopefully it doesn't confuse anybody, but yeah, I'll see you shortly.
Walking home late at night, maybe 2:30. A little drunk, but I'm alright, 'cause I've been hanging with you, and it feels like love. Tell me if I'm wrong, 'cause it feels like love. Yeah, it feels like love. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Don't know what you do, but you make me feel fine. And you can't deny we are not just killing time. You should let me know if you want this true. Baby, you just make me feel crazy. A little crazy for you. Yeah. I think about you and I want you here with me. Am I out of my mind, or is this how it should be? You made me sing about love, so just tell me if I'm wrong, but it feels like love. Yeah, it feels like love. Yeah! Don't know what you do, but you make me feel fine. And you can't deny we are not just killing time. You should let me know if you want this true. Baby, you just make me feel crazy. A little crazy for you.
Right. That's everything limed. So it's a bit all over the place this episode. So apologies for that. But yeah, it's just it's hard when you've got a lot to do and you're trying to make an episode. I want to get as much as I can done because, as I say, this month we have a lot of work to do with all the fields and field prep, or harvesting and field prep that we've got to do. So yeah, it's a little bit all over the place, so apologies for that, but I just want to get these sold. So this is the clothes and oils that they weren't set to selling. And then I want to have a look at the meat, so we should have all that now. So there we go, that was 159-ish. So we're making so much money now. I think easily we can make $1 million a month. But I'm not ready to stop the not ready to stop the series. I am really enjoying it, as I've said many times. So I'm not actually sure where you get the meat out. So if we go in here, I think they spawn through here. Can't go through there, can we? Yeah, I think the pallets spawn in here, so not 100% sure how we get them out. Let's turn the triggers on. Yeah, there's a hatched area there, so where are the triggers? Yeah. So there's still a pig in there. strange. There's still one pig. Poor little pig just there. And we're 1 litre off another pallet. That's slightly annoying. Okay, right, so let's see what happens when we spawn them. Are they going to appear? Yes, right. Okay, so 1.8 ton. So how are we supposed to get in there? I mean, I could get the forklift in here, but right, let me work this out and I will see you when I've got a full trailer load. Right, got them on there. Just don't ask me how. Yeah. Anyway, so we've got 48,000 litres, which is, as I say, there's 1,999 litres left. So 1 litre off another pallet, but never mind, when we put the next lot in, that will process through, I think. I'm sure it will. So let's see what we can get for this. $222, $240, $252, about 253 grand. Excellent. And I don't even think we're at the best price for meat at the moment. Let's just scroll through. Uh, 4840. That's strange. It doesn't give the best price. Well, anyway, yeah, 4840. So, what did I say? 220. I've literally just said it. I can't remember. But for 24 pigs. So that is a brilliant markup. Obviously, we've spent 900 grand on the factory itself and the sell point, but a few couple of years in game and you'll easily have made that money back from those. So very pleased with that. So I think I know the episode's getting on a bit now. I think I just want to try drilling one field. So we'll probably drill the one over by the rock face over there. It's probably the smallest one, because I just want to try these seeders. I haven't tried them in this configuration before, so I'm not sure how they will go, how well they'll work. But I also want to try it on course play as well to see how well they work on that. So I'll see you over at the field. Right, here we go. So I've filled both of them up with seed and solid fertilizer. So as you can see, it's registering as 1 now. Normally it's 830 litres in of each, of solid fertilizer and seed in each one, so it's double the amount. So I'm guessing it's registering it as 1. So if we just stick that arm out there, we'll disconnect from the back one. and reverse up to attach. It's a bit fiddly, but hopefully. Right, okay, so let's get to the edge of the field. So we're going to put barley in this one. So let's make sure we're on the first one. Lower it, and well, we only need to lower them. Lower that one. So why is the fertilizer going down already? It's a bit odd. Drive into the field. So I imagine up and down will be pretty easy. It's when we come to turn, might be a little bit harder. So let's just make sure they are seeding and fertilizing. So this bit, barley growing and nitrogen's perfect. And on this side of the wheel track, barley growing and nitrogen. If we look in here, yeah, that's working absolutely fine. There's no reason it shouldn't have. I just, like I say, never use these, so I just wanted to make sure. So the next thing we want to do is try a course play course. So only registers one. So let's see if we do. So they're 5.2 meters, so that makes 10.4. So if we go 10.2, just to give it a bit, do 2 headlands. I reckon it'd be easier to do smooth corners because it could mess it up when it comes to the corner there. It will stop, line up, and then reverse. So I reckon if we do smooth, it will just carry on going round. And then any bits that it misses, like this corner here, it will just go straight round like that. So I'd rather just go over the little bits than it mess up on these bits. So let's try that and see how that goes. So immediately it's not going very well. I don't know why it's missing that bit. Yeah, I do know why, because I've set it to 10 meter, haven't I? So possibly that's why. Well, let's leave it to it. And see how it gets on. Now I've just noticed we've got floaty trees on this bit. So this is where I've gone right back with the rock when I've leveled this out, and yeah, that's what I've had all the way around. So I think I'll do what I've done before. I'll just come along and chop these, delete them, and then I'll add the wood into the wood storage. So there's probably about 10 or 11 trees, and they're normally 3,500 litres. So yeah, we've got about 35,000 litres there maybe. So I'll just add that in. JCB is fertilising the grass, so that'll be all done soon. So let's see what he does here. I'll have to try and work out how to do a complete headland with course play, but this seems to be working alright. It's obviously going to miss bits on the corners. But yeah, it's not too bad, to be fair. So I'll let it carry on with the headland, and then we'll see how it gets on with the up and down rows. So interestingly, it's half working. So when he did the first row, it was one seeder's width. So the first seeder was going down here, but the second one was on the bit that was already seeded. Then he's turned round and come back up, and he's missed a strip. So I imagine when he turns round now, the first seeder is going to be this bit, and the second, so the second seeder is going to come down here. So I'm wondering, I'll leave him to carry on. And the next field I try, I'm going to, there's an option to put in course play to put 2 tools. So I'm wondering if I set it to 5.2 meters, but with 2 tools, maybe that will sort that issue out. We'll see. Still a learning curve with course play and auto drive, for that matter. Do need to get round to teaching myself properly, that I can use it to its full capacity. But yeah, so I'm going to leave it here for this one. I think we're at about 45 minutes, 50 minutes. So I think I'll finish doing this field, get it seeded and rolled, and then I'm probably going to let the time roll to about 12, so that we're halfway through the day. And then in the next episode we will get the other 4 fields harvested and get all the prep done again. I think I'm either going to get everything that we've all the fields that we've harvested and limed, ploughed, etc., mulched. I think I'm going to either get those seeded off camera and rolled, or at the beginning of the next episode there'll be a bit of a montage. I haven't done a montage for a while, so I might do a montage of getting those bits done, and then we can crack on with the other half of the fields that need harvesting and prepping, etc. So I shall see you in the next one. Thank you very much for watching. Bye bye for now.